Robert the Reaper Whittaker will be taking on Paulo Costa this weekend at UFC 298. Let's talk about it. As far as physical characteristics like height and reach, these guys are pretty much equal. I think Costa has like a 1-inch height advantage. I think Whittaker has like a 1-inch reach advantage, so they're pretty much equal. As far as their styles go, you couldn't have two different fighters. Paulo Costa is a Terminator, brawler, just looking to crush his opponents, whereas Whittaker is more of a cerebral fighter, likes to stay at range or stay on the outside and slip punches and pick his opponents apart, time takedowns. So they're just completely different fighters, which makes this matchup quite interesting because Robert Whittaker's last fight against Dricus du Plessis was very similar to this fight. I don't think anyone thinks that Robert Whittaker is by any means going to lose this fight. I think most people think he's going to win this fight. There's some people that think Costa's going to lose, but I feel most people are pretty confident in Whittaker winning this fight. However, I think in the back of everyone's mind that there is a little bit of cautionary concern about the state of Robert Whittaker's chin. The guy can get chinned. He's been chinned in his career quite a few times. I feel that's about the biggest weakness in Robert Whittaker's game, is that he is somewhat chinny. And Paulo Costa, while he's not the hardest puncher at middleweight, he does throw a lot of punches. And the guy, he can hit hard. I know some people are trying to say that Paulo Costa has pillow hands. He doesn't have pillow hands. I personally think a lot of Paulo Costa's punches are telegraphed, so people are able to see them. They're able to move with the punches a lot, get their hands up, and that can definitely dilute some of the effect or some of the punching power that someone has if you're able to move with the punch, or if you're able to partially block some of the punch. So I do think Paulo Costa does have some power. He definitely can knock Whittaker out if he can catch him, but that's the thing. Can he catch Robert Whittaker? I don't think that he's going to be able to catch Robert Whittaker. That's not to say that there won't be some adversity for Robert Whittaker in this fight. I just don't think that Paulo Costa is going to be the one to be able to catch him. For Dricus to catch Robert Whittaker, it had to be the result of the end of the first round, where Dricus was able to take Robert Whittaker down and inflict some pretty serious ground and pound on Robert Whittaker. When he came out in the second round, I think Whittaker was a little bit reckless because of that. And sometimes when fighters get reckless, they try to get guys out of there quick, or they try to hurt them quick. And I think that's why Whittaker got hurt coming in. He got dropped with the jab from Dricus du Plessis and finished up against the cage. And I think a lot of that had to do with the recklessness of Robert Whittaker. Because he was doing pretty good in that fight until he got taken down by Dricus du Plessis. I think against Paulo Costa, he's going to be a little more respectful of the power of Paulo Costa because of the last fight he had against Dricus du Plessis. I don't see Paulo Costa taking Robert Whittaker down, but I don't see Robert Whittaker taking Paulo Costa down either. So I think a lot of this fight is going to be on the feet. That's not to say that there won't be some grappling exchanges. I just think that a lot of this fight is going to be on the feet, because I don't think Paulo Costa is going to be able to take Robert Whittaker down. And I don't think Robert Whittaker is going to be able to take Paulo Costa down, not until, late round 2, round 3 at least. I think Paulo Costa is a very strong dude. And and I'm pretty sure he has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I don't think that Robert Whittaker is going to be trying to take him down early in the fight. And if he did try to take him down early in the fight, it may not be to his advantage. He may not necessarily bite off more than he can chew, but I think he'll be expending a lot more energy trying to grapple with Paulo Costa than just do his normal thing where he stays at range or just outside of range. He lets guys throw, miss, which over time makes guys tired. It frustrates guys, and he just continues to work, continues to analyze data, and then just breaks guys down. That's what Robert Whittaker does. I don't see this fight ending in a finish. Whittaker, while he does have finishes on his record, I wouldn't say he's the most powerful middleweight. A lot of his finishes, they happened earlier in his middleweight run. He hasn't really had too many later on in his career, so I do think this fight will go the distance. If there was going to be a finish, I think it would come from Paulo Costa's end, finishing Whittaker. But again, like I said, I don't think Paulo Costa has the ability to finish Robert Whittaker. Now, I will say that I do see Paulo Costa trying to wrestle with Robert Whittaker a little bit, but I think he will abandon it after he realizes that Robert Whittaker has really good takedown defense. But Paulo Costa, in the press conference for UFC 298, said that he had been, I believe it was the press conference, it might have been an interview with Ariel. I can't even remember. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he said that he had been working very heavily on wrestling for the last 2 camps that he had, or last 2 fights that he didn't show up for, obviously, but he did have camps for them, and he said they were very grappling heavy focused, because his opponents were going to be Khamzat Chimaev, or it was going to be why am I drawing a blank right now? Gosh, crap. I can't remember the other fight that he pulled out of. Did he pull out of another fight? I can't remember. This guy's pulled out so much. Anyway, I do see Costa trying to grapple a little bit, trying to maybe get Whitaker up against the cage and pull him to the mat that way. But I don't think he's going to be able to. I think Whitaker's anti-wrestling is too good. Even out in the middle of the octagon, I don't see Paulo Costa trying to shoot doubles or singles against Robert Whitaker. It's just something he's never done before. And even though he's been working heavily on it in camp, showing up against the bright lights against someone like Robert Whitaker, and feeling comfortable enough to shoot takedowns is a whole different animal. So I don't think that he's going to have too much success with the grappling. So I don't think we'll see it from Paulo Costa later on in the fight. Might see it early in the fight. I think later in the fight, Robert Whitaker may try to take Paulo Costa down once he's tired, like he did against Marvin Vettori. Take him down just to show him, like, hey, I can dominate you in every area of this fight. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I'm looking forward to it. I like both guys. I don't have anything against both guys. It is kind of annoying that Paulo Costa pulls out of a lot of fights. However, I know that the one with Chimaev had to do with staff, so I'm a little more empathetic a little more sympathetic towards him pulling out for that fight. But I would just like to see the guy. Wait, he did pull out of another fight. It was against Iskra Miliskarov. Boom, I remembered it. Okay, so that would make sense why he had very heavy wrestling camps. Anyway, I think it's going to Robert Whitaker. I think he's going to win. I think he'll probably win rounds 2 and 3. I think the first round could go to Costa just because of pressure. Not that anything Costa's going to do is going to hurt Whitaker, but I could see him landing a few kicks, maybe, or a few grazing punches that the judges see. And because Paulo Costa, the way he looks when he throws punches, everything he throws looks like it's hard, and just from the reactions from his opponents, whether they block it or not, they try to get out of the way. So I can see the judges maybe giving Paulo Costa the first round, but I do see Whitaker winning the fight by a majority decision. But that's just my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, let me know down in the comments. If you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.